Welcome back to
Welcome.
Metal Mass.
Indeed, welcome. This is a very special episode of Metal Mass because we are not two today, we are three.
Thrice the possibilities.
Thrice the possibilities. Especially so because we got one of our best friends here, Austin, here to visit us. The specialist of guests.
So, Austin, would you like to tell us why you're here?
Well, guys, recently Jake and I went to a Metallica concert.
Metallica. Yeah, I didn't get the chance to go. These guys did. I had a conflict, but sounds like it went really well. So why don't you guys tell us how did it go?
Well, it was pretty sweet.
Sick. It was Metallica.
It was Metallica. It was pretty awesome. I mean, they really pulled it off. I mean,
It was no normal concert though.
Oh yeah,
We
no.
should specify. Yeah.
It was a drive-in concert. So we watched the concert on a drive-in movie screen in our cars.
Pretty interesting.
Pretty brilliant, actually.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely brilliant.
what a fantastic idea. I mean, we've been suffering through this plague,
Yes, plague. What did you call it earlier?
a plight.
A plight. Yes, a famine. That's the word you used. A famine of concerts.
It's been absolutely terrible. And, I mean, thank you to all of the bands and artists who have done the live streams
Really awesome. Makes
Just-
a difference.
from home. I mean, that's awesome. Like, we loved that. But Metallica really took it a step further this time.
Oh, they stepped it up. They stepped it up big time. So how did it go? Like when you guys got there, like what was the experience like? How was it different than a concert, like a normal concert? How was it the same?
It wasn't a live concert, but it was literally the next best thing. Now, I know I said
Cool.
that with the Trivium Distant Mirror
Oh, yeah, I
concert,
did mention that.
but I mean, this one felt like I was at a concert. Now, it was
Step up.
probably because we were surrounded by other metalheads.
That helped a lot to
Yeah.
get that whole atmosphere.
Yeah, get more closer to like a live experience.
I mean, people were cheering and like, what really gave me the concert feeling is when, the first few notes of a song would play without them announcing it, and people just went like, yes.
Was that translate?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Totally.
sick.
I mean, especially like Fade to Black.
Oh
First
yeah.
couple notes there, everyone was like, what?
Yeah.
Everyone
That's
knew
sweet.
exactly what was coming, and
Cool.
like, yeah, I mean, having an audience there really
Made a
made it
difference.
feel real. Yeah.
Oh, so was it like? So you guys you didn't like stay in your cars 100%.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
right?
So.
It was- yeah, you could hear.
Yeah, so what happened is we took a big car, stuffed it full of people, and we backed into our spot, and we took out our lawn chairs, and we were sitting like right in front of our trunk towards the screen, and yeah, like the drive-in movie place that we went to had like 4 lots, right?
Yeah.
It was screening 4 of like.
Copies of it.
Yeah, so it was
cool.
pretty much in a circle. And yeah, there were 4 different screens that were showing this concert.
Yeah.
So there were quite a bit of people there. And it was nice just to hear the cheers again. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean that's just me appreciating the cheers and the applause and everything. I mean, think about how bands feel.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder how much coverage they got. Like, if I hope they like at least had someone filming, like one of the locations. So they
Oh,
could be
right.
like, right? Because I don't know if they'd be able to see it right away, but that'd make a huge difference after having so long of just not being able to play for an audience.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they got on and talked about how many. They didn't specify exactly the number of broadcasts they were doing across
Yeah.
the country. I know that they said that there were some broadcasts in Canada, and most of them were in the U.S. But they were talking about how many drive-ins per state were streaming this live cast, and James said that New York had 19 drive-in movie theaters,
That's pretty sick.
as well as Pennsylvania. They had 19. Now, the state that we're in has 3, and all 3 of them were broadcasting this.
Oh,
So,
that's sweet.
I mean, they did a good job with coverage, I think. So,
Yeah, that's way sweet. Well, sounds good. As far as the experience, would you say it was successful? Like, I don't know exactly what my question is, but like, I mean, you already mentioned they gave you the concert feeling. That's probably the biggest thing.
It definitely did. So,
Would you like to see more bands do it again? I guess that's my real question.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I guess
Yeah.
it depends on the band, because, I mean, it was $115 a car.
Okay.
When you split that up, I mean, it's not that much,
Not
but
too-
it's still not a live concert. You know, like,
Yeah.
you're definitely
not the
willing to spend a lot more money to go see them actually live, like
In the
physically
flesh.
in the flesh. Yeah.
same. Yeah.
So
It is.
I would like to see more bands try this out, but I'd imagine that there's not a whole lot of bands who could pull it off like that, like Metallica
Yeah.
did. I mean, you'd have to be pretty big.
Depends on the reach.
Yeah, you'd have to
Yeah.
have a long and lengthy reach.
Yeah, and I think Austin even brought up a good point that it probably a huge success also just because like I mean James is so like enthusiastic. Like it takes a certain personality.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like what other kind of bands would you think would do well with this? What's next? What do we want to see next?
And I don't know. I mean, I guess like any of, like, or I guess most like classic metal bands, you know, they have
Yeah.
kind of the front person and usually the band members. They all kind of, you know, joke around with each other, stuff like that during
Yeah.
concerts.
They got
Yeah.
like a good bond.
Yeah,
mean,
I
this-
think that like really helped sell it.
Yeah,
Cool,
for sure. I
cool.
mean, this is a really sucky time to have this happening, because like
yeah.
Metallica's getting old, Iron Maiden's
That's
getting old,
true.
Judas
Those guys are
Priest is
up
getting
there.
old. Like they're all gonna retire soon. You know,
Oh,
I mean, like
man. Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Motley Crue just had their last tour ever, like a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's sad.
Somehow Ozzy Osbourne is still walking this earth.
He just started a new TV show. Me and my
Did
mom
he?
been watching it. It's the funniest stuff ever.
Is it really? That dude is ancient.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
and
not-
they just like sit and watch like ghost videos, and he just makes the funniest jokes, and it's
I mean, not
We gotta
only
check that
is he
out.
crawling on this earth, he
Crawling.
I saw him in concert, like
He's
like
performing.
2 Octobers ago.
He's still going, man. That dude. I mean, Metallica, I think, has said this before. At least James Hetfield has said, like, we will play until we're dead. Like, we will keep playing music until we are off this earth. Which that's awesome. That's extremely admirable.
So let's see Ozzy in the drive-in movies.
Ozzy driving, come on.
oh man.
I mean, other bands that aren't the classics. I mean, yeah, it'd be hard. I mean,
Yeah,
to be successful, you'd have to fill in the drive-in movies and have people commit to that. But
true. I mean, like, I'd love to see a Trivium, you know.
I mean,
like
yeah,
drive-in,
what we'd
but-
love to see and what we could actually maybe see are 2 different things.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be worth, you know, if I don't know. I don't know exactly how big Trivium is. I think they're a lot bigger than they used to be, but still, it probably would, you know, just considering metal is relatively small as far as music goes. Anyway, it's
It would be us and like 20 other cars.
yeah, it's just too bad because it's a good group, but I don't know if
It's a
it'd
good
be worth going to the effort to set it up for just you know that kind of scattered across the U.S. But I mean, I like to see them try. I mean, they're like you said, their concert, their what was it called again? Light or a Distant Mirror concert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. I mean, that was more than we could ask for even at the time. So, I mean, they're still doing stuff. But yeah, that's awesome. Well, that sounds like it was a great time.
Oh yeah, satisfied.
Heck yeah! So, here's the thing. It was a concert in that you had an audience, you had a live performance, but I mean, there's some other things they're missing, right? Like merch. There's no merch there.
Actually, they did announce at the end of the concert that they have this T-shirt for the tour. Actually, we can probably take a look at it if.
Totally.
Sweet. So yes, they actually released a shirt. Because they said almost exactly what you said. They're like, a concert isn't complete without merchandise.
I mean, if nothing else, it's another way to make money. You know, like people buy T-shirts if it's a good.
So this
Good
is the
concert.
shirt that they came out with. It's called the Jumpin' Drive-In T-shirt.
Dang.
It's I'm not sure why it says $30 to $40. Probably as you choose the size. Oh yeah,
Changes.
yeah. Medium is
that makes
30,
sense.
large is 30, XL is 30. As long as it's not
2XL 's
2XL
35.
is 35, and
3XL.
3XL is 40.
Interesting.
But so we got one night only Metallica.
It's sick. It's cool. Like, especially like if you're there, like to have like that as like attached to the memory. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the
Specifically,
funny thing is
drive-in.
here on the back you got 1 million.
All the cities.
Yeah, all the cities.
That's way cool.
It might even it's got to be all the cities.
Right?
Yeah, big screen Metal Mania.
Big screen Metal Mania.
That's it's a pretty cool shirt. Good job. It's something that didn't necessarily have to do, but
Absolutely. No, that's really cool. I wonder how many they sold. I mean, it's a pretty cool shirt. Like I consider buying it. I was
Yeah.
there. Totally.
I mean, they definitely made enough money. There were probably 200 cars.
Yeah, at
And-
least. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
At the one of like 4 screens, or just like between all the screens.
I'd say between all, right?
Between all the screens, maybe like 200
Yeah.
cars.
Well, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like there was
More.
like a lot.
Really?
Because if you think about it, there was like probably like 5, maybe actually like more than 6 rows like going back, and then it went over like 50.
Really?
So
Really? That big? Actually, I wasn't imagining it
like
that
at
big.
least it was, yeah.
Yeah,
Dang.
it was a large crowd, and then when you consider that each one of those cars was $115
Yeah.
in just one of those drive-in movies, they probably made
Thousands.
enough money to cover the cost of production. Easy.
Oh, totally. Totally. Yeah, because they only had to perform once. Yeah. How many songs did they play?
It was like I think it was over 2 hours. But
Really?
that
So it's a good-
Metallica specifically played.
Oh yeah, because there's an opening, right? Who opened?
Yeah, 3 Days Grace opened, played
Nice.
like 40 minutes worth of music.
Okay. I mean that's pretty cool. A nice opening. That's cool though. That's like another aspect that makes it like a concert. Like you have another band opening for them. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
What did they play?
They played, I mean, obviously their hits, I think, is what
Totally.
they focused on.
Yeah, makes sense.
They opened with Hardwired to Self-Destruct. And from
Fair
that
enough.
album, later in the concert, they played Moth to a Flame and Now That We're Dead. Personally, I would have preferred that they switched Now That We're Dead for Atlas Rise.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
a favorite of mine.
Weird that they didn't play it because it's a big song.
Big
Like
song.
yeah, totally. I feel like it was when the album came out. That was one of like the top, like the hits of the album. So
Yeah.
that's weird.
I mean, don't get me wrong,
They're mixing it up.
I love Now That We're Dead, but
Oh yeah,
Atlas
another good
Rise
song.
is just a concert song. So,
yeah. It's one to get people pumped up. Definitely,
sure.
totally. So did they play? They play what kind of classics? I mean, obviously.
Enter
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh
dun.
gosh. Yeah, a lot from the Black Album, that's for sure.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, they're classics.
Master
right?
of Puppets.
Okay, I'd be if you didn't say Master of Puppets, I was
Dun,
I was
dun.
absolutely about to throw a fit.
Yeah. They played Fuel from Reload,
Oh, good. I love Fuel.
but nothing else from Load or Reload.
Fair enough. Next time.
Next time.
Next time. They're out of ammo. No more reload.
No Hero of the Day or Memory Remains. That's
no
all right.
memory remains.
There's no memory remains. But hey, I
But
think
that's okay.
they played that song in their new S&M album,
Oh.
the Symphony in Metallica with the San
Damn,
San
that's good
Francisco
stuff.
Symphony.
Yeah.
Go check that out. It's pretty cool.
Man, still even like I mean, obviously I wasn't like, I think I was still a kid when they did the first S&M, but they, the original song that they came out with in that concert, No Leaf Clover, if I'm not mistaken, that it was an original for that concert, like, still something about that song hits me. Like, the symphony, adding that is just really cool. It's really cool. That's sweet. Cool, right on. Well, sounds like we want to see more.
Oh, for sure. come on, guys, like,
Absolutely. I mean, you can make it work. You got the merch. You got the audience. You got the opening band. 2 hours worth of songs.
we'll come and see you. Like,
Oh, absolutely. I'm sad I missed out. I feel like I really missed out. I'm excited. I want to see I want to see it happen again. You know? Definitely.
And I think honestly, like, at least for me, the experience was like just as good.
Yeah.
Because you got to kind of sit back and be comfortable in your own chair, and
Yeah, that's
you
true.
have people.
Like you're not kind of sardined in, which is
Yeah,
kind of it's
exactly.
kind of like something that's better than a normal concert.
And then the audio comes from your own personal speakers, like your own
That's
radio.
true. So you kind of got your own setup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
you can adjust your own
pretty nice.
volume. Yeah, because it sounds like the owner of the car that you guys went in, like brought an amp, right?
oh, he did.
That's so cool. So it wasn't even like just radio. It was like good quality.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It was awesome.
That's way awesome, despite the train horns that were going on.
Gosh.
Enthusiastic metalheads.
Absolutely.
Gotta
Can't
have
blame
them.
them. Can't blame them, you know? Right on. Well, yeah, I'm excited. Please, other bands, give it a shot. I missed out. And I'm sure maybe a lot of people watching this video are thinking the same thing. So I'd love to see more.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us here. This has been your evening metal mass.
It really has been a great time. Alston, thank you for joining us. That's one thing I didn't want to go without saying.
Yeah, thank
It's
you
been an
so much.
absolute pleasure to have you. I'd love to see you again. Here's the thing.
No.
Anyone who wants to see Austin again, please let us know in the comments.
Also, you should let us know about your own experience at the concert if you were there. Like, tell us some things that we forgot to cover, or just tell us how much you enjoyed it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Besides that, leave a like, subscribe, and may metal be with you.
Blessings be upon you.
Amen.
Yeah!